So how do you stop Aaron Rodgers? That's what the Browns trying to figure out. Christmas Day, Lambeau Field. Nobody's really been able to do it. Here's Willie McGinest on how you try to stop Aaron Rodgers. This is from NFL Total Access.
I do not think the Browns will win this game. But
right off the gate.
Right off the gate. I'm just being clear on that. But I think the Browns' front seven has a chance against this offensive line of the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. I think if you got Myles Garrett, of course, he's a beast, one of the best in the game. We showed XOs were blocking three guys against him doesn't work. But you'll get Clowney back, right? And you got guys inside, and this secondary is playing at a high level. So I think the defense gives you a chance to slow down Aaron Rodgers in this offense. So if you're going to play slow ball, run the ball, be physical, keep Aaron Rodgers off the field, and the defense, you got to get some turnovers. You got to get to Aaron Rodgers. You got pass rushers, guys on the back end that can create turnovers and give your offense multiple opportunities. But keep Aaron over there on the sideline.
Or try to do so anyway.
And Jeff Risdon, we've talked about it. There is no guarantee that Jadeveon Clowney will come off that COVID restricted list. Possible, but not definite. And Myles Garrett, 50-50. He says he's going, but Kevin Stefanski not completely sure.
Yeah, and Stefanski downplaying it was a little bit of a reality check for those of us who are really excited that Myles Garrett's going to be out there. By the way, it would be nice if we had Willie McGinest back and he could go out there and play. And he looks like he can still play, and he's got to be 50 years old. Good for him. It's going to take a lot of effort. And like he said, slow playing your offense, being able to run the ball. The Packers are vulnerable to the run. Their volume run stats look pretty good, but their per run stats, they're one of the worst defenses in terms of yards per carry against. That sets up well for what the Browns do well offensively. Run the ball inside, run the ball outside, hit big plays in the run. You're going to have to get some chunk plays out of your run game, no question about it, and that absolutely helps your defense. But you've got to be able to stop the Davante Adams connection with Aaron Rodgers in this game. Make him use his tight ends. Make him use his lesser wide receivers. They're going to make some plays too. They're good. That team's 11-3 for a good reason. They've played some exceptional football, but making them not get beat by. Don't let their stars beat you. Let Aaron Jones try to run for 25 times during the game. Slow the game down. Limit the possessions. I think. Even if he's getting a lot of yards on the ground and he's a good running back, that's taking away from the dynamic ability of that Packers offense to beat you over the top and beat you down the field. And that's what you really want to limit because what like we talked about in the last segment, when Aaron Rodgers, when he gets an opportunity to step on your throat, he's going to use both boots and stomp down as hard as he can. He has a keen sense of how to use that momentum against you. If you don't let him get that in the first place, then that'll help a lot.
And we need to mention the Packers, one of the best in the league in takeaways, plus 12 in the giveaway takeaway margin. So Browns can't turn the ball over, got to run the ball, and don't let Aaron Rodgers beat you. Simple, huh?
Well, I mean, it is actually a simple game plan, but obviously, as you mentioned, it's not going to be so easy to pull off, especially with a dilapidated roster. It can happen. Weirder things have happened in this league, but to expect it to happen is probably asking a little bit too much. I think the line on the game is 6.5, 7.5 points.
Yeah, it's up there.
That's probably about right. But the Browns have the absolute ability to give us all a nice Christmas present on Christmas afternoon. And wouldn't that be great going into the final 2 weeks, knowing that if you win both of those games, you're in the playoffs, and that does happen if you win this weekend. With a little bit of help, not a lot of help, but just a little bit. I do think that they will get that help. You have to play these games as if you are seizing your own control. If you are still in control of your own destiny, they win this game. They're in pretty close to that situation. Again, it's not going to be easy. It can be done. Any given, hey, look, I just watched the Detroit Lions were the worst team in football. They spanked the Arizona Cardinals, who came in the first team in the league to win 10 games. Detroit absolutely dominated them in all phases of the game. So weird things do happen. Houston has won 3 games this year. I don't know how in the world that happens. That roster is atrocious. There is hope out there, but to expect it, that's probably asking a little bit too much.